Website images are essential to engagement, even for the sighted visitors that come to our websites that need special software in order to hear our websites. That's where image alt and title tags are essential.
You're listening to Better Radio Websites, the definitive podcast for radio professionals who want their websites to generate more traffic and substantial revenue. Get time-tested techniques, secret tricks, and valuable tools in online content, marketing, analytics, security, social media, and much more. Ready for your radio station to dominate digital in your market? Here we go.
Hi, it's Jim, and welcome to Better Radio Websites, the podcast that wants to help you get more visitors and the most revenue from your radio station website. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. And this week we are talking about images. They are absolutely essential to any kind of engagement. Numerous studies have shown that images get more engagement. If you were to have a website that didn't have images on it, that just had great headlines and great text and stuff like that, it still wouldn't get as much engagement as images. We're a visual animal. And so we take in those images, and those make us to click on things and to move around your website. So that engagement really relies on images. And the same holds true for the listeners that come to our website that maybe can't actually see our website. And that's where the image alt and title tags are very, very important. And if you've never put an image alt or title tag on an image that you've uploaded to your website, don't feel bad. This is one of the most overlooked aspects of content creation going all the way across the internet. People just upload the image and think that, okay, that's all I need. The people that are going to view the website will see the image, they'll know what it is, and everything like that. But that's not the case. We do have a lot of people that actually surf our websites that can't actually see the websites. They use special software that whenever they hover over an image, it will read the title of that image and the alt text. All right. So, and that's what we're talking about this week, making your website more accessible to more listeners and visitors out there. At the heart of what we do is content. Everything that we do on air, we've said it numerous times, should be represented somewhere on our website. And as content creators, we have this unique opportunity to make every listener feel like they're seen, heard, and above all else, valued. And so even those listeners with disabilities, now, making your content accessible to everyone, it doesn't require a lot of technical knowledge. All right. So don't think, oh my gosh, he's talking about accessibility and I'm going to have to hire somebody to go through my website. No. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You don't have to learn any kind of special skills or anything like that. You just really have to be thoughtful in your approach to creating and sharing your content. Now, including title and alt tags, it's actually one of the most simple ways and the most effective strategies that you can use for making your online content more accessible. The image tags serve as textual alternatives to visual information, providing context and descriptions for images used on your website and across social media platforms. Now, let's break down what each one of these are. There's the alt tag, and then there's the title tag. There's actually a caption and a description tag as well that you could use, and normally the caption is reserved for whatever you want to show right below the image or within the image. Typically what I use that for is where I got the image from. And then there's the description tag where you can go really deep information into what is in the image. And most of us will not go that far into using the description tag. It's great if you do, but most of us won't. The alt and title tags are really all you need to be considered accessible under today's standards. And speaking of standards, what we're talking about here, you're not legally obligated to be accessible unless you have a certain number of visitors per month. Websites like Amazon, Microsoft, major corporations, they are legally required to be accessible to everyone. And really, they want to be that way anyway, because they don't want to leave any potential customers out there and not able to get and buy and do and take in their services. All right. So, but eventually there will come a time, just like all businesses have to be handy capable and have the ramps going in order for people to take in your website content. You're going to have to be accessible and fall under those guidelines. It's not there yet because we're small market stations or medium market stations, so we're not really there yet, but the day is coming, and it's a great best practice to get in that rhythm of providing these tags right now. So when that time comes, you're set and you're not having to go back years worth of content and make all of your images accessible to everyone. All right, so let's get into the alt and title tags. Now, the alt tag is a short descriptive text providing textual alternative to images. When an image cannot be displayed on your website, this text tells you what was supposed to be there or what is there when you're dealing with this special screen reading software out there. It's actually read aloud to the person displayed in the place of the image. Now, these are important. They're really crucial because users who are blind and have visual impairments, these will convey the content and the function of every image within that software. They improve your SEO as well. So even if you're not really concerned about having disabled people look at or take in your website, adding this information to your images also boosts your search engine optimization for the entire website or that page as a whole, because it's another opportunity for you to put keywords on the page, and these images will convey what the article is about, and it helps your overall post or page wherever you're putting in these tags. So it's not only serves a function for the disabled, but it also helps your website in SEO. Now, how do you kind of use these? Well, in content management systems, whenever you upload an image, they will more than likely have spaces for you to put this information. There's an alt, title, a caption, and description tag, especially if you're working in WordPress, and we have a visual of that. And so you have these 4 spaces right here, and you can put that information in that kind of gives you some information about the image that you're uploading. If you don't have this, then you have to put this information in the image HTML tag if you're going old school and actually coding your website. But most of you are not doing that, so we won't get into that. But be descriptive with your alt tag. Explain what the image is depicting concisely. You don't want to go into deep detail right here. That's what really the description tag is for. It's going to contain text and your keywords more than likely in this as well. Speaking of keywords, you want to use those sparingly. You don't want to say the same keyword or key phrase over and over and over in every one of these, because you can get tagged for keyword stuffing. That is trying to get more SEO goodness than you really can. And whenever you try to do something like keyword stuff, then search engines will actually penalize your page rather than give you more of the SEO goodness that it should be getting. So you never want to keyword stuff. And you can avoid redundancy here as well. You don't ever have to say, this is an image of, this is a picture of, something like that, because the screen reading software already puts that in there. So it would be saying, this is a picture of, this is an image of that. So you don't have to ever put that in there. Just very, very briefly describe what the image is in your alt tag. Now, title tags, they're not really as important and crucial as the alt tag, because the title tag will often appear as tooltips. If you've ever hovered over an image on a website and then you've seen that little text pop up, that's the title tag that you are seeing. And you'll probably notice that most of the websites that you go to do not have this. And so that means that they are not putting their title tag in there. Sometimes you may want to use a title tag for a very special circumstance. Like maybe you said, hey, we've embedded a keyword on the website and you have to find it, and you have to do like a scavenger hunt type of thing. And so you have to hover over every image on the website in order to get this title tag. So I've seen websites do that and radio stations do that, and those promotions and contests turned out to be very, very cool, and it increased their website traffic like crazy over that little promotion. So as I said, they're not as critical as the alt tags, but they do enhance the user experience. And so they do rely on the mouse interaction, the hovering over. So that makes them not really as important as the alt tag. It's really supplementary information, and you can use it or not use it if you want to. What I use the alt and title tags for, and I'm probably not doing it right, is that I will take my post title and I will paste it into both the alt tag and the title tag. Now, as I did the research on this, I'm finding out that the way I'm doing my alt tag is not proper. I am not actually saying what's in the image, but I am still conveying what the article is about in that image as well, because most of the time the image directly correlates with the title of my pages and my post. So the caption tag I normally reserve for where I got the image from. Now, we're not going to go into detail about the caption and the description tag, but just very briefly, the way I use the caption field is I always put where I got the image from, because months from now, years from now, I may not remember that I grabbed the image from this site legally, or I downloaded it from AI, or I got it from somewhere else. But that caption lets me know in the future, and it's going to let anybody that's viewing it from the front end of the website know where I got that image from legally. Otherwise, I wouldn't have put the information in there. All right, so it can help you out down the road if anybody comes at you for an image copyright claim. So some best practices. Again, I'm not doing all of the best practices the way I should be doing. I should be putting a better description tag in my alt text, but always include your alt text with every single image that you upload. No matter how insignificant you think the image is, if it appears to one of your visitors on the website, then it needs an alt tag, because that screen reading software is going to be reading that back to them. This includes even your banner ads. So, and that's something that you could do very, very cool for your website clients, is actually put in buy now at business name, or get the best deals at business name, or click now to get or to order now on so-and-so business name. And so that is something that you can say, look, I've never seen any website actually do that. So that would be something that would be very, very cool to your website subscribers and for your sponsors of that. Use your tags wisely. You know, the title tags, they really depend on the mouse interaction, as I said, so they should be just necessary for understanding the content. So you don't want to go into deep detail or anything like that. And most of the time, title tag may not even be needed, and that is okay. Just be sure that that alt tag is the one that is included. Now, whenever you start doing this, be sure to test it. Reach out to maybe some disability services in your area and have them take in the website and actually go through a user test of the website and let them let you know what can be improved on. This can be huge for you because they are actually testing your website. That could be a lot of new listeners and new people that are going to be getting your content in. So a lot more clicks on your website, a lot more SEO because of those clicks and that sort of thing. So be sure to test, get some feedback, and then make those adjustments on your website. You may need to even reach out to your website provider and say, hey, you know, we've done all this stuff, but they're still having trouble with this. How can we, change things up to so they can get more of this content? There's a lot of websites out there that claim to be accessible that are really, really not. They need some help. And so getting that feedback and having that testing lets you know what needs to be worked on. And there's a lot of websites out there that you could actually paste your URL into, and they will scan your website and give you feedback on things that you can improve on. So you can do that as well. And I'll leave some links to those in the show notes. So making sure your content is accessible is an ongoing process. This is not going to be something that you do today and you don't have to worry about it again. It's going to be an ongoing thing. With every post, with every image that you upload, you're going to have to include this extra information. Yeah, it's one more step, but it's a small step to ensure that more people can get your content and can absorb it and understand it. And it's going to be a whole lot better for your SEO moving forward as well. It's really all about being mindful of your audience's diverse needs and taking proactive steps to meet those needs. By thoughtfully incorporating title and alt tags into your images, you not only make your content more accessible to a broader audience, improving those with visual impairments, but you also enhance your content's reach and engagement through that improved SEO that I was talking about. It's a practice that underscores the value of inclusivity in digital content creation, ensuring that everyone within your signal can have equal access to the information and the experiences online that you offer. All right. So that's it for this week. I hope this information helps you. If it has, please share this content out with your radio colleagues around your station, and be sure to like, subscribe, and leave us a comment too. Let us know what kind of content that you want to see and hear on this podcast. We're always open to that. Reach out to us at skyrocketradio.com. Have an awesome week online making your radio station website better. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to Better Radio Websites. Remember to subscribe, leave a rating or comment, and share this episode with your team and radio colleagues. For show notes, archived episodes, and more free resources, visit betterradiowebsites.com. Need help starting or making your radio website better? Visit skyrocketradio.com.